Anyone that knows me well knows that I'm a huge Scooby Doo fan. I don't know, every time I see it, it always puts a smile on my face. Growing up, I had a few videos and a few toys too, and I grew up watching the reruns on Cartoon Network, and ever since then, I was hooked. These characters are so famous now, don't even have to name them. Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby have all become household names ever since 1969. And it started with the very first show, Scooby Doo Where Are You? One of Hanna-Barbera's most successful franchises. To describe the plot of each episode is almost silly. We all know it. A group of teenagers and their dog drive around the van, solving mysteries involving ghosts and monsters, which ends up being a guy in a mask. Even though not every show is like that, it's the one most people are familiar with. For such a formula that's been done to death in this show, you'd think I'd be sick of it by now. But no, I always love watching Scooby-Doo every time it airs on TV. But what keeps me coming back? Well, I love the characters, particularly Shaggy and Scooby themselves. I love these guys. Their scenes together were always my favorite part of the show. The voice acting is pretty good too, especially from Don Messick, Casey Kasem, Frank Welker, and John Stevenson. The animation is also pretty good, to a degree. Of course, you have the typical limited animation style Hanna-Barbera is known for, but I do like the character designs and the backgrounds by Japanese animator Iwo Takamoto. I also like some of the chase songs in the second season. Yeah, I know they're dated, they're stupid, they're corny, and have nothing to do with what's going on, but they're a lot of fun to listen to. Because the show was a huge hit, there are many revivals and spin-offs. Some are pretty good, like the Scooby-Doo show, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, and What's New Scooby-Doo. Some are pretty weak, like the new Scooby-Doo movies or anything with Scrappy in it. And some were just bad, like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. Ugh. Even shows like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo I thought had some potential. I also remember some of the direct-to-video movies, and there were like a bajillion of them. Even though I like most of them, my favorite is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, hands down. I also like some of the newer direct-to-DVD movies. They do a great job resembling the classic series, and the animation is nice too. I even like the new series Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which in my opinion is as good as the original series, despite the fact a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. I love how seriously it takes itself. I like how dark it is. I like how the gang acts like real teenagers. I love how it keeps you guessing what's going to happen next. There's also a string of live action adaptation which are yeah, don't bother with these. So overall, Scooby-Doo is one of the most popular cartoon characters of all time, and for a good reason. He's funny, he's lovable, he eats a lot. You can't go wrong with that. And he's one of my favorite cartoons as well. I love him as a kid and I love him as an adult. I'll never get tired of it, and it will be always one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time.
I know you catch that feeling.